everybody, it's Rebecca Gabriel here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Living with Spice. We're going to do a weekly card reading for Aries, and this will be for mid to the end of the month. Now, it is a general reading, so it's not going to suit everybody's situation. However, please take what resonates for you and leave the rest. And of course, if you'd like to have a personal reading, you're very welcome to contact me. My details are in the description box below. And of course, if this reading is helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. That way, more people get to see my videos and I get to help more people. Now, you could be an Aries in your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. And if you don't know what your placements are, you can always go to the internet browser and type in free natal chart, and it'll give you more information about your particular placements. All right, Aries, let's get started and see what energy is surrounding you for the mid to late April. Okay, Aries, we're just going to take a look at the general energy surrounding you for mid to late April. So we ask Spirit to let us know what messages Aries needs to know for mid to late April. What is the energy surrounding Aries at this time? I'm using the Oracle Tarot deck by Lucy Cavendish, which is really lovely and bright. Oh, I think we're going to just try a different way this morning. It came out anyway. All right, let's see what's going on for you. We've got release the past. So there's the energy of change is happening in your world at the moment. Follow your dreams, unexpected help, pause and observation with the Nine of Wands. Okay. All right, so let's start with release the past. So there's very much a lot of energy around this. There's change happening in your life at the moment, Aries. So it feels like it's swift change, but it's change that you're looking to make. This is not change that's put upon you. This is change that you're wanting to make. You're moving forward with a lot of purpose, a lot of energy, and you're wanting things to be improved and you're desiring to move forward. And this feels like a real breath of fresh air for you, like you're really spreading your wings and really going, you know what, I can do so much more than my current situation is allowing me. It feels really vibrant and alive, and that you're on a mission here, Aries. That feels really purposeful. Good on you. Let's see where that takes us in the reading. Certainly, Spirit is encouraging you to follow your dreams, and this is your energy as well. This is the equivalent of the Ace of Wands. So you're very inspired at the moment and your energy is lifted because you're feeling quite driven by your purpose. There's reasons why you want to get up and get going, and you've got ideas and you want to do it your way. And you're ready to get started. So this energy is fresh, it's new, it's like, let's hit the road. And you're really feeling quite unique and individual. You know you've got something to offer that's unique to you, Aries, and you're ready to get moving with this. You're enjoying the energy in the space that you're in, and you want to keep the momentum going. So that's feeling, I'm feeling like quite a swift energy here and a surge of energy for you. Now, it would seem that as part of the process of you moving on, you've had a few difficulties. You've been experiencing some difficulties to make this happen, and probably that might be one of the other reasons why you're so keen to get moving, is that you want to get past these difficulties. But part of the process for you, and based on your reading from last week, is that last week's reading, if I recall correctly, was all about wise negotiations and not burning bridges, but really aiming for a win-win situation. And really sort of giving yourself time to reflect on what's important for you. And I still feel that that energy is lingering, and that it's important for you to really discern the way forward so that you can follow your dreams. Because there's no doubt about it, you've already decided that you're wanting a change. So that decision has been made within you, and now it's just a case of working out how you're going to follow your dreams. So for a moment, while you're sorting things out, you need to just take the observer position at the minute. There has been a lot of maybe conflicting energy, some challenges, things that you've needed to consider. And so you've recognised it's wise if I just gather myself, get my information, do a little bit of research, just pause for the right timing even, and observe what's going on around you before you make your move. And that seems to me to be a wise thing to do, Aries. Because I know that once you've set your mind to something, Aries, you really want to get along and do it quickly. But I think wisdom has taught you, from past experience, that it's a good idea to pause and reflect before you act. And I see you've got very calm energy here, and you know that it's a wise thing to do. It's just to pause and observe what is happening around you before you make your move. And then we have the equivalent of the Six of Pentacles here, which means someone's coming in to give you a hand. And seems it would be to give you a hand with your material things, with perhaps some finances, to give you a bit of a boost. It might be that you need an injection of some money for you to follow your dreams, or it might be that you need some assistance to manage at the moment, given that, many people are experiencing some financial difficulties with the coronavirus. It's shifted a lot of things for people, but someone's stepping in to give you some help. So keep an eye out for that. And, you're more likely to be aware if you have taken a moment to pause, because you'll notice things. So how lovely, some unexpected help coming your way. So let's see what else is happening for you. This feels quite decisive energy, Aries, that you've made the decision and you're just working through your plan as to how to make this happen. And I think you're recognising there's a little bit of timing around this as well, the importance of doing your research and factoring in the timing. So Spirit, what else does Aries need to know for mid to late April? And 2 more cards. Okay. So we have part of this process is going to require a number of different qualities of you and things for you to do. So first of all, Spirit is asking you to tap into your imagination, because right now you're in a situation where sky's the limits, and Spirit's encouraging you to think big. Think big in order to follow your dreams, because you kind of got the wind beneath your wings here. The wind is pushing you from behind to give you this beautiful energy to help you be a success. So tap into your imagination and think big. Don't be restricted by your current circumstances or what other people are imposing upon you. Use your imagination, use your creativity, think outside the box. Think about things that are a little different and not your standard. So Spirit is encouraging you to tap into your imagination. Now, Aries, what do you need to be in that space? Your imagination space is not your thinking, logical brain. So if you need to do something to be a little bit more dreamy and creative, what environment, what situation do you need in order to give you that space to imagine? It's not something I feel that we can just turn on like that. I think sometimes we need to feel some inspiration to get us in that place of feeling free to dream and free to imagine, following your dreams. So if you need to be away from the computer or away from busy conversation, then step away from that and give yourself some time so you can imagine quietly and calmly and go into that dreamy space of thinking bigger ideas. It's going to be, all of this is leading you to a very happy place and about new beginnings. So there's no doubt that this is the direction that you're taking, and the energy around it is positive. So it really feels like you're on the right path here, Aries. And so play with it. It's a very playful energy, this card, and as this is as well. So again, Spirit is encouraging you to be lighthearted about how you can approach this situation. We don't need a spirit of heaviness here. We need a spirit of lightness, playfulness. What else can you come up with? What else? What else? And then what else? So these are all about new beginnings, about enjoying yourself. And I dare say the energy around you at the moment has been a spirit of course, Aries, it's your birthday month. Happy birthday, Aries. And perhaps you're in that beautiful, playful mood because you've been celebrating. So that's lovely too. So use this fantastic energy that you have to really explore and follow your dreams and enjoy this energy to inspire you for the next thing. Okay, so part of the work behind the scenes, apart from the creative side of things to follow your dreams, it does come down to a few other things of the to-dos. So at the moment you are really focused on building your future and creating the building blocks. Now, what do you need, Aries, in order to lay a really good, strong foundation for the future? Spirit is asking you to pay attention to this. Excuse my nails. We can't do our nails at the moment, can we? Anyway, I digress. What do you need to do to build a strong foundation? So when you are looking at your dreams and making plans for the future, be sure that what you're doing is going to be long-term and sustainable. Do the work now to avoid having to redo later with more pain. So, and you're recognizing this, and it really is about one piece at a time, one block at a time, one step at a time. But make sure each one of those blocks counts so that you are building a strong foundation for the future. And part of building this strong foundation is ensuring that you have all of the right pieces in the right place as well. Getting the right expertise for the right job. One block isn't the same as all the other blocks in terms of the quality, the uniqueness of the block, which is represented by the different colours of these blocks here. You know, every block is going to have a purpose and needs to be laid in the right place. So you are mindful of this and you're seeking the right kind of support around you to lay these foundations. And it's important that you do your homework. It's important that you are discerning at this time, because the quality of your work now is going to reap really strong rewards in the future, Aries. And so you need to be mindful of this. Take the time to do your research. And I feel that's what you're doing here, is that you're observing, you're watching, you're doing your research, rather than responding impulsively. So being methodical in your approach as well. So it's interesting because we need to have a variety of different things to create your dreams. We need you to think big and to tap into your creativity and know that this is going to be the fun aspect of following your dreams, because it's representing you and no one else. It's representing what you love to do in your uniqueness. And that needs to be balanced with the logical side of planning and preparing and doing things for the long term. So yeah, it's really important to have both. So that perhaps that needs to be part of your thinking and the way you're preparing for your future. Then we have truth be told. Is there something that you're not seeing, Aries? What needs to be seen more clearly? The owl represents clear seeing, and the mask here, you're being encouraged to look beyond the mask. Are you wearing a mask? Is someone else wearing a mask? Maybe someone else is wearing a mask in part of the plans here. What else do you need to see is what I feel like you need to be, the message that's coming through here. Look beyond what's immediately in front of you, what's immediately being presented, and see further into the distance. Make sure that your plans are very much about the long term. I really feel that strongly, Aries, that see clearly what you need to see now, and trust your own inner sight, trust your own inner wisdom and your vision for the future, Aries. And look beyond the masks that people wear, look beyond the short-term vision that people may have, or yourself, and ensure you're having long-term vision, and that you're sensing, feeling and knowing what needs to be built now for the future. And when you do that, you're guaranteed of a bright and beautiful future. So take the time to see clearly and research and do things methodically for the long term to build a sustainable future. And do what you can to use your imagination to see further into the future as to what it is that you're wanting to create. What is your vision, Aries? And don't hold back from that. This is your vision, no one else's, and you need to be true to you, not what somebody else is asking you to be. I feel that's a really important message for you, Aries, is see what you need to see for yourself. What truth do you need to live and express? What truth do you need to hear from yourself? What things that are not true that need to be discarded? And I feel you need to give yourself a little bit of time just to get some clarity around that in order to move forward successfully, strongly and confidently. Excellent. All right, let's see what the Wisdom of Avalon cards can tell us, Aries. So Spirit, can we have a little bit more information on energies regarding decisions and plans for the future as Aries reaches the end of the month? What else do you have to assist Aries with plans and moving forward? Wow, okay. Oh, how interesting. Aries, part of the success of where you're going, always when we follow our dreams, it is going to impact all of our life, not just one area. Quite often we can be tempted to segment our lives and focus on things in little boxes and believe that, well, if I just focus on this, nothing else is going to interrupt that part of my life because that's all I'm looking at. But that's not really who we are, Aries. All aspects of our life will in some way shape or influence other areas of our life. So in saying that, I feel that following your dream has got something to do with a job, a passion, a project, of something of that nature, and you are putting your energy into this to make it happen, which is wonderful. But sometimes there are other aspects of ourselves that still need work in order for this to be successful. So there's something in you that's emotionally at the moment got a bit of a grip on you and holding you back, and Spirit is saying, look, it's a really good idea to deal with this now so that this lingering energy does not hold you back and limit your ability to be successful to follow your dreams. So we have the Frog card here, which says, Spirit is saying, look, there is time to do a little bit of cleaning and clearing. And this could be across a few areas, but it does include some emotional baggage, some emotional energy that seems to be lingering on a particular issue that you have not dealt with. And the best way to deal with this is to just not to stop procrastinating and to move out of the energy of fear. There's a little bit of fear around something that's got you feeling like you're a bit stuck, and you've tried to sort of pocket it away thinking, well, this issue I'm just going to put in this box over here and I'll deal with the rest of this over here. But Spirit says, no, it doesn't really work that way, because whatever is lingering underneath and holding you back in terms of emotional baggage is actually going to have an underlying effect and affect your foundations, right, for the future. So you know very strongly what you want to achieve, but come on, let's not delay the process by avoiding this. So whatever it is that is holding you back, Aries, it's time to get to the truth of the matter, time to see things clearly and put it on the table and remove this fear, because the fear is only what you are building it up in your mind for it to be. It actually is not as big as you are making it out, and even though you want to hide it, this fear will undo the foundations of your dreams. So please, Aries, have the courage to deal with this now. See things clearly and do the work that's required to clear things up. Now, the frog energy is encouraging you to release emotional baggage. It's also encouraging you to, it's about clearing toxic energy and anything that's holding you back. Are there loose ends that needs to be tied up? Okay, financially, materially, in your house, anything that needs to be said that hasn't been said. This is like clearing up your energy so that you can move forward, dump the fear, and build strong foundation. Now, it's going to require two things. It's going to require a little bit of diplomacy on your part, Aries, and I think you're learning that. I think, last week we had a reading around negotiation and being discerning in how you deliver a message. And Spirit is saying, with that advice still applies, use a little bit of diplomacy in the way you'd like to express yourself around this issue. So coming at it from a point of gentleness. And I feel, Aries, that it's also a little bit about you being gentle with yourself and an element of forgiveness. Forgiveness is always two ways. Forgiving ourselves, having compassion for ourselves. It's not about saying that someone is right or wrong or anything like that. Forgiveness is being able to come to a place of acceptance without judgment. So maybe you need to accept a situation, maybe you need to accept where you're at on something, the way you feel about something, and perhaps you need to accept the way someone else is. And in that way, that energy is a forgiving energy that helps you to release fear and emotional baggage. And I feel that Spirit is really wanting you to deal with this now so that you can really fulfill your dreams successfully. It's really important. And if you're struggling with doing this and knowing how to do it, then share your feelings with someone to get a little bit of support, to get some assistance around this. So I hope that's a clear message for you, Aries. And I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from the Flower Therapy deck to perhaps give you some assistance with how to deal with this situation up here. So thank you, Spirit, for the guidance you are giving Aries for mid to late April in dealing with clearing of past energy and emotional baggage to prepare for a really strong and beautiful future. So we need 2 more cards, please, for Aries. You're building something amazing in your life, Aries. Let's start from the bottom and have a really good foundation to get you really working on that wonderful dream and vision of yours. Seeing things clearly. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, I love this. All right, so first step is the hydrangea energy. We've got hydrangea here. Right, breaking down this problem into tiny pieces makes it easier to take the first step. Now, I feel that this is relevant to all areas of your reading today. You're building something amazing here. So yes, breaking it down into smaller pieces and working on it one step at a time is really good advice. So the hydrangea, as we know, is a really big flower head, but it is made up of all of these little parts. So that's a really lovely way to represent this first step for you, is breaking things down into smaller bits. And when it comes to dealing with this situation up here, don't let this become really huge and overwhelming, because that's what we make up in our mind. Just keep it simple, keep it light, and break it down into something small, and come from a heart place with forgiveness. And that'll be the first step that you need to take to getting on with this beautiful energy down here. Get this out of the way, Aries, and then get on with building your dream. We then have echinacea, which is about opening up your third eye, which is your intuition. Just know, Aries, that it is safe for you to open up your ability to intuit something, to have a hunch and trust your gut instincts, to see ahead. So when you're in this space of imagination and seeing things clearly, Spirit is encouraging you to really step into your ability to have a vision for something, okay? And when you are able to trust your intuition around something, you're going to be able to see the truth of the matter. So I feel like Spirit is saying, get to the heart of the matter and trust your intuition so that you can see the truth of the situation around you. This is going to be across the board for you. Trusting your intuition when it comes to negotiations with people and bringing your dreams to life, and recognizing where the masks are and being able to see the truth, seeing through the BS of things, but also trusting your intuition around how to deal with your emotions and relationships to do with your emotions, this emotional baggage that's being tied up here. When you trust your intuition, you'll understand what your truth is and what really is holding you back, and the deeper meaning of something. Trust that. Don't be afraid of that. It's better to trust it, know it, and accept it rather than hide from it. So fear energy will always cause us to hide and put on the mask, but Spirit is saying, take the mask off so that you see the truth and you can trust what you truly know, to be true. So seeing clearly and trusting what you know on the inside. And then finally we have the crabapple, which represents a new idea. So, getting back into this beautiful energy of you knowing that you're ready for something new and you're exploring ideas and you're following your dreams. This card is saying your new idea that that's coming to you mid to late April is divinely guided and is meant to be shared with others. Continue to work on it as you are on the right path. Now, we said that in the beginning of the reading. You are on the right path. You know you are. Trust in your ideas and your dreams. Give yourself time to think about how you're going to make this happen and go into that dream space. And whatever idea comes to you, know that you can trust it and that the divine is going to actually assist you and support you in this journey. What an amazing reading. I probably would like to encourage you to look at that reading a couple of times so it sinks in, because there's a lot of information there. You're on a really fantastic path. You've got a little bit of work to do, but if you do that work, you are going to build a really beautiful future that's going to last. So this is the beginning of big things for you, Aries. I hope you've enjoyed that reading. I'm wishing you well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.